Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hey, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. My channel, well, it's all about crochet. And sometimes I talk about yarn, but today is Tuesday, so we're all about Tunisian crochet around here. Today is going to be a crochet and chat. We're going to talk about the tank top that I'm working on and the struggle bus I've been on. And just whatever else pops into my head about Tunisian crochet. I am working on the Riverbank Tank by Kay Krochets. It is a paid for pattern on Ravelry. I'll have it listed in my description box below if you're interested. Super cute tank top, V-neck front and back. It has wide enough straps until it gets here and then they get thin. But I think it's a really cute tank top. It even has the little detail of the slit on the side. Size inclusive up to a 5X. My problem is, for my measurement, when I was doing this pattern, I went with the measurement. I got gauge, or so I thought. And because yes, I did a gauge swatch, because with wearables, it's almost imperative, right? So I thought I was doing okay, and I had about 6-8 inches done, and I realized it was only 20 inches long. Now listen, I'm a big fluffy girl. My circumference, my chest circumference, is about 50. I wear in normal patterns that sets me at like a 2X. Okay, I'm doing the 2X pattern, and I realized that the width of the panel that I'm doing, and this is done in 2 panels, was only about 20 inches wide. And I'm thinking, this cannot be right. This cannot be right. So I redid the swatch, and I'm like, okay, it looks, maybe I'm not doing swatching right. I don't know, because I don't normally swatch. So then I went and I thought, well, this is crazy. I want to make this tank top. I think it's really adorable. I really want this tank top. So and one of the things she has you do is you start with a 4.5mm hook to make the starting chain. Then you go up to the 6.5mm hook to finish the Tunisian. I thought, well, let's just do the starting chain with the 6.5mm hook. Well, I didn't like that. It made the bottom look ruffled. It wasn't a clean edge. I didn't like it. So I'm like, okay, that's not the answer to this question. So then I decided that I'm going to, I could figure out the multiple of the starting chain, and I'm going to do a chain. So I went up to from a 4.5mm to a 5mm hook, and did a starting chain until it was 25 inches long, because that's, if you're doing 2 panels and your circumference you want at 50, I needed a 25-inch front panel. I did that with the 5.5mm hook. It came out to, stitch count wise, a 4X in the pattern. Okay, I can handle that. Numbers are just numbers. I don't care about that. I just want this to fit. So since I went up to a 5mm hook, instead of using a 6.5mm hook for the Tunisian part, I bumped myself up to a 7mm hook. Now, so far, so good. I'm still maintaining the 25 inches that I need to make this tank top. And and once you get started on this one, it goes fast. I haven't touched this in 2 days because was doing other things yesterday. But it goes really fast. You're using the simple stitch and the purl stitch, and it goes, once you get started, it goes fast. And this is a pattern that is written, you know, you do, you repeat row 2 for 16.5 inches or 15.5 inches, depending on your size. I am going to make mine a little bit longer than the size requirement suggests. Because I like my things to come down lower than my hip. This one is, when you look at the picture, it comes just right to the waistband of like a pair of shorts. I want mine a little bit longer than that, so I'm probably going to go 2 inches longer. So instead of doing for 15.5 inches for the size that I'm doing, I'm probably going to go about 17.5 inches to make sure that it's long enough. I kind of have a long torso, so I want, you know, I'm long-waisted, as they say. I want to have that extra length, so I am going to make it a little bit longer than the pattern says, but I think the pattern is adaptable. So yeah, I have been on the struggle bus with patterns the last couple of days, except for that cardigan that I'm doing. That one's really easy. But I do love the look of this pattern. I love the yarn choice. I am using the, gosh, my brain just went dead. What is this called? Premier Bamboo Select that I got in the teal. Isn't that pretty? Love it. It's 80% rayon from bamboo, 20% superfine merino. Now, if you don't want to use that kind of yarn, she suggests in the pattern that you use Lion Brand Comfy Cotton Blend or, Bernat Softy Cotton. Either one of them will work. Or whatever, you know, if you don't want to use it in cotton, if you want to do something else, it's written for DK weight. You can use Kobu or Trubu or whatever you want to make a tank top out of, as long as it's a DK weight. And this Bamboo Select is DK weight, so that's why. And I love this yarn. It feels beautiful. It's going to make a beautiful tank top. Somebody, switching gears, somebody in one of my, either in a comment or an email, and honestly, I can't remember, had asked me to do a review of some hooks, comparing the hooks from AliExpress and Temu to the ones that are now showing up on Amazon. They're the same hooks. Guys, I'm telling you, the things that are showing up that had been on Temu are now on Amazon. And things that are in regular websites, I was on there yesterday looking for something for the house. I needed some outside brackets to hang plants on. And I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money. So I went there because it's cheap and I can wait a couple weeks for them to get here. No big deal. Anyway, I'm not affiliated. Don't worry about it. Anyway, because I've looked at other yarn and, you know, crochet related items, the algorithm is there when I go in. And up popped mandala cakes. Lion Brand mandala cakes are available on Temu because they are now affiliate warehousing in the United States. So somebody is buying in bulk from Lion Brand and turning around and selling it on Temu and saying it's coming from a US based warehouse. And I was stunned. So things are definitely getting cross-pollinated as far as what you can find out there in the marketplace. I noticed this set that I love so much, the metal hooks that I got. I have 2 sets. I got one from AliExpress when they first came out. I ordered a set. And then I got this set when it came out on Temu a few months ago. This exact same set. Brown case, yellow holder, the whole complete exact set is now available on Amazon. Everything is getting cross-pollinated. So, you know, I am not going to do another review. If you want to see a review of the hooks, I did do one. It's in my description box in the playlist for Tunisian Tuesday. I personally, I love these metal hooks. They're my go-to they've gone to my first go-to. My first favorite hooks for the longest time were their Knitter's Pride Dreams hooks. But now I love these metal hooks. They're so easy to use. They're so smooth. They have the perfect point on the head. There isn't any, well, I shouldn't say that. The one thing I don't like is I can't find cords that fit. The connectors are so tiny that you can only use the cords, and I have to use this big long one because I don't have shorter ones, and I can't find shorter hooks that will fit the connector on these. But instead of using the traditional stopper, I'm using my little moo cow with his hat on backwards. I love these. They're so, and yes, that's not what these are for, but I use them anyway in that way. It has enough weight that the cord gets down the side of my chair and it doesn't flop around a lot because I have to use an extra large cord because I can't find my small ones. The set didn't come with small ones. They were all medium to extra large, and there is no small ones. Speaking of amazing things, I was flipping around on Instagram and I saw a post from Chowgu that later on this year, they didn't say when, they're releasing a little small adapter for interchangeable hooks that will make any cord a swivel cord. Brilliant. 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 Swivel cords in Tunisian, and I'm assuming in knitting also, especially knitting in the round, makes 100% difference. Swivel cords make a difference. If you have not tried a swivel cord with your Tunisian and you're struggling with Tunisian because your cords keep tangling, I'm telling you, get an interchangeable set. Try just one. You can purchase one hook and one cord. Amazon has them. Knitter's Pride has them. I've seen them on We Crochet. Buy one hook and one cord to match it, and it will change your life. You will stop struggling with that heavy, thick cord not wanting to twist. They're not expensive. I think the cords run between like $5 and $6. You can get a hook for around $9, and it will get a hook that's the size you use the most. If you're a 5.5 crocheter, get a 5.5 or a 6. Something that you know you'll grab, and it'll make such a difference in your life. It'll make your Tunisian crochet experience that much more enjoyable. Again, I'm not affiliated. I'm just trying to help you see that there are options out there. You don't have to struggle just because you think that's the only thing you can do. But when I saw that Chowgu is going to come out with an adapter that will turn any cord, any of their cords, and I'm assuming it's going to be proprietary to their cords because their cords fit their hooks. It's going to make any cord a swivel cord. I mean, how genius is that? So hopefully some of the other manufacturers will jump onto that and start making them for some of the other cords, because that would really be amazing, game changer. So, what else is going on Tunisian wise? Oh, right now I can't think of anything. I'm working diligently on these 3 projects, so that's what you're going to see for the next weeks or so. I've got this tank top that I'm working on, the everyday tank that I'm working on, and the Aspen cardigan. So you're going to see a lot of these until I get them done. Um, I hope that's not too boring for you. Plus, whatever else is going on, we're going to try and have our first crochet night this week on Nancy's channel. So if you're looking for something to do Wednesday night, check out Nancy's channel. We're going to have, crochet night on a live. So that'll be fun. But other than that, I guess I don't know what else is going on. I'm going to continue to work on this. I will give you progress updates as warranted. I'm not going to bring this out every week, and because it's just one big rectangle. So we'll find some other things to pop in here on Tuesdays for Tunisian Tuesday. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about this pattern and the struggles I'm having with it and how I've adapted. And just to let you know that, yeah, patterns are patterns, but they also can be recipes. And you can add, subtract, zhuzh it up, make it your own. You can figure out how to fix it to work for you. And that's what I had to do with this tank top. I'm not mad at it. I'm loving it. And I can't wait to get to the end of this one because I think this one's going to be a really great summer addition to my wardrobe. So with that, you guys, I'm going to let you get back to your Monday. Today's Tuesday. Wow. Tuesday, March 25th, 2025. Gosh, can you believe we're almost done with March already? Good gravy. Anyway, get back to your day. Have a wonderful day. Remember, take care of yourself. Give yourself that little bit of grace. It's going to be okay. Remember, be kind to yourself, but above all, be kind to everyone out there because you just never know what they're going through. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one.